The pool is all prepped for the tiling and the coping, so guess what? This week, that's what we're going to do. Let's get at it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Deanin It Yourself. If it's your first time here, welcome of course. And from our longtime subscribers, welcome back. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the pool build that's going on for the past couple weeks. And I hope you guys found it all interesting. This week, it looks like the pool construction is going to start picking up. Last week, you saw us do the prep for the tiling and the coping. And pretty much, it looks like they put stucco everywhere that is going to be receiving tiling or coping. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this week's episode. Guys, please remember also, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button and follow me for more DIY projects that I'm going to be doing all around the house and for review videos that I do as well. Now that the pool is ready for the tiling and coping, I'm excited and let's take a look at what happened this week. We were back at it once again, tackling the mountains of tiles with so carefully selected. The guys unboxed every last one like they were kids on Christmas morning. Only this time, instead of toys, they got a stack of toys and a line level. So whatever. First up, getting things ready to start the tiling, that all important waterfall wall. Now let me tell you guys this, it wasn't just any tile, no. We're talking about a specific tile that my wife and I choose, and yes, it's as fancy as it sounds. Think of it as well, you know, a masterpiece in the tile form. And of course, the dynamic duo of these tilers, they took their positions and one guy dove straight into the waterfall, slapping on the thin set with the vigor of a chef spreading frosting on a cake, carefully tiling across. Meanwhile, his partner in crime was on prep duty, leveling, grinding down any high spots and smoothing out every bump in sight. Now, once all the area was as flat as a pancake, he also joined the thin set parade, laying the tile all around the spa's edge with an almost suspicious level confidence. It was kind of eerie, but it looked awesome. Now, if you've ever tiled a bathroom wall, you know the drill. It's all about keeping things level, flat, and making sure the wall is happy and everything goes smoothly. These guys must have obviously been bathroom veterans because they made it look like a breeze, zipping around the spa, wrapping tiles along the edge like they were gift wrapping a present for some very particular tile-loving friend, aka me. Once they finished conquering the waterfall wall, they didn't even pause to take a victory lap. Nope. They marched right along to the pool sides and the water line, and eventually the steps, tiling like champs, leaving a trail of well-placed tiles and thin set in their wake. Now let me tell you, the results were already speaking volumes. The tile work was looking fantastic. Inside the spa, they had created a perfect ring of tiles along the inside, including the spa bench. It was like a masterpiece unfolding in mosaic form right there in the pool. If you guys peek over at the spa, you'll see that the tiles wrapped elegantly around every edge, leaving no corner untouched. As for the top and front face, that's where the spill feature is going to be integrated with the coping. Of course, for that extra touch of finesse, and believe me, the tile flows all the way around and meets up with the waterfall wall in such a satisfying way, it could make even a tile skeptic nod in appreciation. With the addition of the blue plaster, the whole setup is going to pop like a dream, especially around the filter and steps. Yep, folks, the pool interior is practically complete. Now, what's left, you ask? Just a little finishing up work around the back of the waterfall. Over there, you're going to find some PVC magic in progress. A pipe running into the waterfall feature, just waiting to be connected. But don't worry, the guys will be back to wrap that up. For now, they're calling it a day, but not before tackling the floating steps we talked about. They essentially made these steps filled with concrete. Yep, that's right, just concrete. And they crafted a neat form, some trusty 2x4s. They leveled it all up, smoothed it out, and voila, easy peasy. Then came the grand finale. The next day, the guys returned and it was time to finish up the waterfall wall. And this was just a breeze. They just had to connect the pipes running from below, add a bit of glue here and there, slide them into the sleeve attached to the waterfall feature. The guys basically handled this with such ease. He could have done it with his eyes closed. In just about 30 or 45 minutes, the job was done, leaving behind a completely perfect waterfall feature ready to flow like a charm. Hey guys, listen, if you guys are finding enjoyment from watching me fumble through this tiling adventure, definitely go ahead, give that like button a little tap, 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 and don't forget to subscribe. Seriously, it's like giving me a virtual high five, and it keeps me fired up to make more of these masterpieces and content that you guys enjoy. And hey, if you guys think your friends need a good laugh or they find my stuff interesting or consider building a pool, share it with them too. Oh, and before I forget, I'll drop a link in the description to all the contractors that I use in this project. If you're feeling inspired to dive into your own pool project, there's a discount waiting for you. Check it out, and who knows, you could be tiling your own waterfall soon enough. Now, back to the show. So now, before we could dive into the coping, the guys had a few little imperfections on the waterfall wall that needed smoothing out. Only then could they start the main event. And they started out by circling the pool and laying out the coping pieces like some sort of giant elaborate jigsaw puzzle. Now when it came to the coping size, I kind of got a bit specific. Around the pool, we opted for 8x16 coping pieces, giving it a nice streamlined look. But around the spa, whoa, we went big. 24x24 and 16x16 pieces for that extra touch of class. You guys could almost hear the spa whispering, "Hey, I'm the VP." So there they went, making their way around the spa and topping off the waterfall feature with precision. They started by laying down the coping pieces piece by piece, and then they moved to the steps. And those floating steps we were excited about. Each step was like a tiny little tile dance. Lay and repeat until the whole pool edge was finally decked out in coping. Watching them take their time, making sure every piece was perfect, was surprisingly satisfying. Kind of like watching a really intense episode of a DIY show like mine, but in real life. My wife and I got way too into it, sitting down there, practically cheering them on bit by bit. The pool was actually transforming from a construction zone into something that actually resembled a real pool. It was finally starting to look like a place we could eventually swim in, if you guys know if the construction gods would actually allow. Anyway, after the final touches around the spa and those beautiful floating steps, the job was nearly wrapped up. The guys cleaned up, they gave everything a good rinse down and left us with a sparkling pool edge, and that was it. The coping mission accomplished. The next day was grout day. Folks, if you've ever done a project like this and you know grout day, it's like the final exam. You definitely can't fake it. The guys rolled up early, ready to tackle any last minute details that they might have missed the day before. First on the list, the waterfall feature. They trimmed up those edges, added tile to the back walls, giving the extra bit of polish. Then came the grout. They got down to business, walking around the pool, carefully filling every seam between the coping pieces. And let me tell you, they were serious about making sure that the coping wasn't going anywhere. You could probably land a helicopter on this thing by now. Now, I knew grouting was a meticulous process, but watching it in action, that was a different story. It felt like it took forever, but these guys didn't miss a beat. They were walking around with sponges, scrubbing every tile, wiping down the edges, and making sure that there was no rogue grout left behind. It was like watching a team of grout ninjas sneaking up on any residue and scrubbing it pretty much out of existence. Once they'd covered every last inch, it was time for the big cleanup. They went over the floating steps, the waterfall feature, the coping, and the whole 9 yards. And let me tell you, when they were done, it looked incredible. Every line was sharp, every edge was perfect, and every tile was glistening. My wife and I were standing there admiring the deep blue and light blue combo we'd picked out, and it looked even better than we'd actually imagined. And then there's a spillover edge on the spa, but this thing is a beauty. You can also see the detailed tiling around those floating steps leading right up to the waterfall feature. It's got this hidden water descent. The sheer descent is what they call it. And it's almost invisible right now, but I'm excited to see it in action when we finally get the pool running. Honestly, I can't thank these guys enough. The attention to detail that they put into the tile and coping was next level. No missed grout, no smudges, just clean, smooth surfaces that practically sparkled. They wrapped up the week with a grand finale, and it was definitely one for the books. Right now, we're so close to filling up this beauty with water, and I can't wait to see the final result. And guys, just like that, we wrapped up another action-packed week. Not too shabby, right? I hope you guys enjoyed watching these tile taming pros work their magic as much as I did. Here's a rundown. We got the tiling done, the coping done, the grout locked in, and the waterfall feature looking excellent. This week saw the spa's spillover edge come together. Every water line tile was set perfectly, and the steps and seating area in the spa are now officially ready for prime time. So tile, grout, coping, check, check, check. What's left, right? We're getting down to the final touches, and pretty much the only thing left to do is the decking, the plaster, and fill in the pool. And as a special bonus, we'll be putting up a baby fence around the pool. Yep, unfortunately it's a municipal requirement, but hey, safety first, right? So here's the deal. Next week we're diving into the decking details, giving you a front row seat to the installation of the baby fence, and then the final video will be the home stretch where the plaster will go in, the water will flow in, and soon enough we'll be making a splash in this brand new pool. Thank you guys for tuning in and sticking with me in this wild journey. If you guys are new here, don't miss out. Check out the previous episodes down in the description, or hit up the playlist somewhere around to watch the whole project from the start. I can't wait to see you guys back here next week to finish up strong. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you guys later.